Yo, back with another That Story podcast.
And I'm already in the motherfucking house.
Dang, you fast, bro. You fast. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. But hey, man, just to start this off so I don't forget, there was a podcast or episode that we did when I said something like, you know what I mean? We was talking about the square shit. He on one side of the spectrum. He was talking about husbands and wives and feeding, financing, and fucking this shit. And I was like, I don't know about the financing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Now listen, and then I turned around and said, but listen, you know what I mean? The real man do handle this shit without the bitch, you dig? So I just want to reiterate, man, like, yeah, I said, you know, not me and shit, but I am a different creature now, and I am trying to be more square.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I am transitioning from what I said that day when I said not me, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do little. I'm doing little. I'm not, you know, like I said, also, my pockets is not grand, so I do. I don't want to say this either. This is bad saying because there's some saying say boys do what they can, men do what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't say that shit right there. I do what I can. You know what I mean? But fuck that, man. It is what it is and shit. Like I do kick in versus me in the past, man. You know what I'm saying? A bitch or a female, a woman, or however you want to cut it, will carry me and spoil me. You know, that's just, man, since I've been having sex, it's been like that. So
Must be nice.
I've had female fly me, clothes, house keys, keys to the car, you know, all kinds of shit. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to, like, clear that up and shit, you know. But really, I'm cool, man. Like, you know, the issue that I've been talking about, my baby mama and my daughter, and maybe having to leave and shit. Like, man, if this shit don't work, I'm getting back to the street, and that isn't, you feel me? That's all I got to say about that. And I'm going to say one more thing. I did say I was going to say, that's all I was going to say about that. But the drawback to this, though, too, is that you can lose your life, man, easy. You can lose your life easy. So, that's all I got to say about that. On that topic, and that's why I don't really pursue and get after it like that, because, you know, you can lose your life.
You know, right now, you know, it's, well, thanks for bringing that up, man. But right now, I want to talk about my annoying boss again. Okay, he's not annoying, but I just think that his boss's boss is pushing him, so he's got pushed down too. So I get that. You know, I was a boss too at one point, so I understand. I just think it's funny. I just think it's really freaking funny. And I'm like, I just want to tell the owners, man, like, this ain't a bank. this ain't no shit, like a branch of a multi-fortune 500 company. You need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, man, but listen, it's still a business, though.
Understand? Okay, I understand that,
and
but I'm like,
it's the small things that count. And, you know, this is why I can't go work for a motherfucker, because of the shit that you're going through.
But listen,
this is exactly why I can't go work for somebody.
I need to finish this.
Maybe not the boss, and sometimes the boss can be out of control, but it can be co-workers or somebody in power position.
The end of my sentence interrupt the beginning of your sentence. You know?
I don't know, but hey, man, we conversing this shit. Go ahead, my bad, I don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, but like, I just want to tell the owners, like, if they get in my face, like, obviously I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, man, you just taken 3 vacations in 2 months, and you're opening up a multiple other stores. So I'm like, your business is good.
Yeah.
Calm down.
For real. But
like,
no, that's why their business is good though.
Because
of how they, you know, how they are on you and shit. That's why they are opening up multiple other fucking spots and shit. Because obviously they're doing something right. You understand?
I get it. Like, they're good business people, but at the same time, you can't because it affects me. My boss is great, but when he gets pushed, like for example, last Wednesday, I had to open and close myself. It was like no big deal, and nothing happened. And the boss above me, he was sick, you know, and I understand that. And like, hey, you're sick, you know, I got the store, don't worry about it. And I don't feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I don't think that at all, and I don't think my boss is. But afterwards, up until that point, I was sending my boss videos of what the store looks like before I close, you know, so I covered my ass, so I proved to him that I am paying attention to him, that I do care enough to, record what I do and show it to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm actively trying to be better. You know, then that Wednesday, I sent him the videos like I have for a couple days at that point. Then the owner calls me later in the afternoon and says, hey, I heard you closed by yourself. How was it? Did you need any trouble? I'm like, no, everything was great. You know, Bobby, you know, my boss has trained me pretty well, and nothing went wrong. And she's like, the owner was like, well, if I have to go back, should I, you know, do I need to? I told her, like, I sent him videos, and I sent my boss videos. I told the owner that. And the owner said, like, oh, do I have to go back and check the studio? And I'm just like, in my mind, like, I can just send you the videos. And I just sent the owner the videos. Nothing problem. The owner asked me, why do you do this? And I just said the same reason, to cover my butt, to prove that I'm working hard. And she told me, the owner told me that, no, don't worry, you're fine. No, we know you're a good worker. I'm like, okay. Then, a week later, or 6 days later, I had a problem. I needed to give a customer a refund. I didn't know how to do that. The manager, my boss came in, even though he told me that morning he wasn't going to come in again because he still wasn't feeling well. Again, I get it. I'm not sorry about that. That's between, if he gets punished for that, that's his business. But I'm not offended that he's not showing up. So, the owner, he calls me and says, hey, I'm on my way and I don't appreciate you sending the owner videos. And I'm just like, in my mind, I got so mad at the owner at that instant. I'm like, how did she turn that conversation I had with the owner a week prior into something negative to my immediate boss? I even told the owner, I was like, yeah, my boss, the owner's employee, trained me well. That should tell the owners, like, okay, the employee and my boss are doing a good job. But I don't know how the owner turned it into something negative. Then my boss got on my case because
it's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
People's bullshit.
And I'm just like, this is some high school bullshit, to be honest.
People's emotions and shit. You understand?
And I'm just like, and I told, now here's where the host shit came up from my boss. Here's where the host shit came from my boss. You know, up until this point, and I support him. I try to apologize, like, hey man, this is not what I thought you think it is. I'm not trying to take your job or whatever. I wasn't trying to undermine you. If anything, I was praising you as my boss. You know, and I'm mad at the owner for riding your ass like that, because it makes an unpleasant work environment. So he's giving his explanation, and he does like a 10-second pause like this. And I ask him, are you done? As I'm finishing the word done, he says, do not interrupt me. Are we having a problem here? And I'm like, what the? In my mind, I'm like, bro. But I said, my apologies, sir. I thought you were finished. And before I get to finish the word finish, he says, quit interrupting me. And I'm like, my apologies. Like, stop talking. And I'm just like, whoa, man. You need to calm down. Or just, you know, stand up to the owner. It's like, hey, you're riding me hard or whatnot. And I don't
think the owners are riding him hard.
You know?
I think he's just a person that has a problem within himself and shit. He has a problem.
I mean, he's a good guy. I don't hate the guy at all.
Obviously, he's got an issue, though, because he's fucking with you constantly.
And I tell the other employees, like, hey, if I do something wrong, you tell me immediately. You're not going to hurt my feelings. if I do something or say something that you find offensive, that's not my intention. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm telling them as I'm telling you this right now. You know what I mean? So I make it might be awkward, whatever, that kind of conversation, but I believe that conversation needs to be necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, what can I do to make our work experience enjoyable? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's it. And again, this morning my boss didn't show up. So I hope he's feeling okay. You know,
That dude's he's probably going through shit on his own, man.
Yeah,
He's not showing up and shit. He's got issues. I'm telling you, man. Nothing has anything to probably do with you, this shit.
Yeah.
So.
But don't take it out on me, though.
Yeah, that's what you need to say. You need to say, you need to, when there's nothing, he ain't saying shit to you and everything is cool at work, that's when you grab him and you pull him to the side and be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, I really don't appreciate how you coming at me and speaking to me and shit. I would really appreciate you if you would refrain, just like example. You were talking to me, then you paused for 10 seconds and shit, then I spoke to say, are you done? Or we, you know what I'm saying? Then you're like, hey!
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let him know how you feel on your end when there ain't shit going on.
And he's like,
everything's done, everything clean. You might
and
do
the funny thing,
downtime.
he disciplines me in front of the customers. And I'm just like, bro.
Oh, see, he's showing out.
No, I get this. So, like, for example, like, we have a policy where...
Check it back in front of them motherfuckers, man. It's just a job. You're going to fucking become a nurse. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He's fucking working at a fucking stuff like that. Is that, what else does he do?
I don't know.
Is that his job and
He's
shit?
trying to be a UFC fighter.
Trying to be a UFC fighter.
And I hope he does make it. I hope he does
right
make it.
there, right?
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the manager, which is cool. He has, status on the job that he has.
Assistant manager.
Hey, that's still good status to
Yeah.
have. You know what I mean?
And he's a good guy. Again, I'm not
But
shitting
listen,
on him.
you are studying to become a nurse.
Yeah.
This motherfucker wants to get his face punched in all the fucking time.
Yeah.
He thinks that's cool. You know what I mean?
He thinks that's a great job.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to get punched in the face or kicked in the face. No.
I want at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I want to end up like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, these guys. You know what I'm saying? Head all fucked up and shit.
That's why Mayweather's good, because he was good at dodging them shit.
Hell yeah. Gotta be. Bagua that shit.
No, stretching and shit. We don't. Our Bagua teacher, he moved away, so we don't do Bagua no more. We just stretch. And no, but so all that happened, and what was I talking about before that? So yeah, he disciplined me in front of the customers.
Man,
so hold on,
him.
Stop. It's
fuck
funny.
Him.
So we have to be.
He ain't shit.
Dude, stop.
Is that the one that slammed you and shit?
Yeah, same one. So we were supposed to be. So we have a thing.
Fuck him.
Dude,
I wanna
stop.
Go see him now.
Dude, you're pissing me off. Are you done talking?
I'm for real. I want to go see him. He want to be a UFC fighter and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to go take a look and shit. You hear me?
Okay, he's a good guy. Stop. Okay.
No, I'm saying, but he want to be a UFC fighter. You say, listen.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen. You always talk about that underground fighting shit, right?
Yes.
There's a motherfucking bout right there. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Baki,
bro.
get
Anywhere, anytime.
Get him a chance. Get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Test his motherfucking skill and shit.
Okay, so here's how you discipline me in front of the customer. So we have a thing where.
What size is he? What's his weight?
I'm gonna beat your ass, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna go beat his ass.
Okay.
Fuck with you.
Okay,
You
so
know what I mean?
okay. So listen.
Yeah.
So I help this. So we have when someone's at the first time at the gym, we're supposed to help them out and whatever. Well, just getting familiar with the studio, blah 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 blah. Well, I was talking to some of the regular customers, being friendly and chatty. He comes over and he says, "Hey, bro, what's our policy with the new person at the studio?" And I told him, and he's like, "So why am I doing it?" And I was just like, in front of and I'm like, "My apologies." And so whatever. And again, 5 minutes later, so what? I can't keep a conversation with everybody. I have to change it up. He said to me, Why are you talking to the other customer, the new one? You gotta show her a good time. This is in front of like other people. I'm just like, my apologies. That's not my intention.
Yeah, and that's another thing. When you talk to him, when you pull him aside, also address with him that I would appreciate it if you don't be trying to check me in front of the customers and shit. Thanks.
I just want to say, bro, I'm getting paid $10 an hour here. Like, you need to fuck up. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Tell him do exactly what I'm telling you to do. Pull them to the side when you know. There's a little bit of downtime. Everything's taken care of. You just sweat, mop the floors, wipe all the machines down. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's really in there. Nothing. Grab them. Be like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
And then be like, boom. I don't appreciate this. This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it if you could refrain from it. Thank you very much, sir. Because I like working here and I think you're a cool guy and I just really wouldn't want to have no issues or problems. You know what I mean? I like my job.
Yeah.
Ding!
And it's just like, he's like, oh wait, we're supposed to sell, right? But I'm like, I have the morning shift. I'm not going to call people from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Hey man, you want to join our gym? I'm like, they're going to be like, fuck you!
Exactly. Shit.
That's why I like the morning shift. I don't like selling anything. I'm friendly and
I love
talk.
to sell this shit.
Yeah. Man, but like, and plus,
Man, that should be what? Package people to come in and ride bikes and shit?
Yeah.
And what's the commission on that?
10%.
Man, that'd be pretty probably butter and shit. Get on the phone, be like, yeah, what up, baby? You know what I'm saying? You should come up here and check out these bikes, you dig?
I thought you ride me. We could ride each other.
What? Okay, where's it at? I'll be right up there.
I'm trying to actually get you in, bro, because like we're hiring new people. And
You're supposed to get me in. I gave you my resume.
I know. I got contact.
But I don't know if I want to go there now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We do it right
what
here
if-
and shit. I might be like, push his face up, push his wig. Man, she shit.
Look.
Press.
Grind the mill, motherfucker, bam. Hit the tree.
Yeah, roll on that ass and shit.
Dragon's head, dragon's tail, dragon's dick, bro.
Spiral.
I'm a tornado, my man, bam.
Yeah.
No, but listen, what if I like my boss, but what if he moves on and that position becomes available, bro? And I say, like, yo, man, this guy has managing experience out of an actual store. You know, he's actually sold stuff and been a manager. You know, he's been charged with bringing like tens of thousands of dollars monthly, you know, to a company. And how long did you do that? 5 years at least, right?
Well, see, that's good. That's what I'm saying. He's had to, you know, to hold the status to be an assistant manager or whatever, to hold that position, man, it speaks volumes.
And
to that
like,
individual and shit. You know what I mean?
I
I could be doing shit like that, but it's a lot of responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting people's schedules together and all that shit, man.
Plus,
Fucking about other motherfuckers.
Nah, man, you're good. You're good at it. You're good at telling people what to do. You're very kind, but you're very stern. You're fair and tough. You know when to be fair. You know when to be funny, and you're good with people. You're so funny with people, man. You like right before, guys. He was on the phone, paying his phone bill on the phone, and he was just like making this Filipino lady. He's like, "Oh, hey, princess, I need to get you a Filipino one."
I should have put that shit on speakerphone for you. You know what I'm saying? So you could have heard both sides of the conversation and shit.
Yeah.
You know, the interaction.
You love me long time. How do you say black dick? How do you say suck black dick in the gala? Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, it's about that time, man.
All right, y'all.
Wrap this shit up, you know.
We out.
Because the reasons we shall not speak of. All right, hey, it's a pleasure having y'all. Thank you. Hey, we got 10 views, man.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
We got 10 views on the Mayor podcast and shit. So, hey, big ups, man. You know what I'm saying? We're making that, pushing that climb to 100.
All right.
100 videos, you know, so then we can be, so y'all can see, lay out and display eyes on us.
We out.
Bask in our glory. And we out.
Suit.
One.
Already.